Welcome to São Paulo, which has been host to Formula One races since 1973. So sit back and relax for what is sure to be a fantastic Brazilian Grand Prix. Interlagos, always a very special race here in Brazil. It's a 2.7-mile circuit with 9 lefts and 6 rights for a total of 15 corners. The fastest lap today should have an average speed of around 135 miles per hour, if, of course, the weather stays dry until the end of the Grand Prix. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. George Russell will begin today's event in pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Verstappen, Carlos Sainz and Hamilton, Mick Schumacher, Gasly, Bottas and Fernando Alonso, Magnussen, Ocon, Guan Yu Zhou and Tsunoda, Latifi, Vettel, Lando Norris and Lance Stroll. Ricciardo and Alex Albon picks up the last spot on the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the run down into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
race. Keep this up. Well done. fastest lap of the race. For the race.
Another superb São Paulo Grand Prix comes to an end then, and it's a thoroughly deserved victory. Well, Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today, but what set them apart from the rest?
I think it was clear what the main contributing factor out on track was: speed. I know it sounds like an awfully reductive statement, but fast cars win races, and we saw that today with our winner.
Looking at the podium, you can see that red suit familiar to fans across the globe. A world-class win for a world-class team. Ferrari do it again. Some amazing talent out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Well, my driver of the day has to be Charles Leclerc. He was unstoppable out on the track today, weaving through the competition with ease.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.